Egg yolk to all those silly Sally viewers of the tube. This is the last episode I will be shooting in this studio back in Chico, California. Next time you'll see me, I'll either be in a studio in Lisbon, Portugal, or I just might be shooting my videos out in the streets of Lisbon, like I used to do when I lived in Miami. So, how should I shoot? Studio or outside? Let me know down in the comments and I'll do what the viewers decide. So you know our drill, it's time for Chico Crypto. Well, all I have to say is Bitcoin better not be a bummer for my first few days in Lisbon, because the past couple of days it has been a bummer. Bitcoin broke 57,000 for the first time since May, but it couldn't break 58. Resistance was met on Monday the 11th. Early morning of the 12th, it retried, but as of the 12th, the bears took over. And as of yesterday, we dipped below 55K. The crash from the mid 57K high to the bottom was a fall of 3,000 buckaroos, or about a 5.2% decrease. A pretty hefty fall, but it didn't do much damage to the traders who are leveraging. Checking out BYBT and total liquidations, on the 12th there was 173 million in long liquidations, and yesterday there was 131 million. That's just 304 million over the past 2 days. And if you look into the past liquidations history, those two green candles aren't anything special in regards to longs. Like I mentioned last week, bullish leverage traders who long still have that bad taste of September in their mouths. As we can see, there were more than a few massive green candles that month where they got wrecked, including the big day September 6th, in which 3.22 billion in longs went up in flames. For those guys to be placing large long positions, once again, we will need to break, of course, 58K, but also 60K. And in my opinion, even break Plan B's October prediction of 63K. That would be the type of price movements that will give them the confidence to long the markets. So the big leverage dump I've been predicting wasn't this dump we just experienced. It's still to come. So as much as I hate to say it, leverage is the major control of Bitcoin's price to this day. It's where the majority of the volume is, over 50%. Checking out CoinGecko, Binance is the top spot crypto exchange with just over 26.2 billion in 24-hour volume. And as we can see above, there is over 135.7 billion in total spot volume on both DEXs and centralized exchanges. While switching over to derivatives, we can see the top exchange is once again Binance, but their derivative volume is over 78.8 billion, aka it's over 200% higher than their spot. And then above we can see total volume from derivatives, 175.8 billion from perpetuals, plus 13.2 billion from futures is 189 billion. Of total crypto volume, adding in the 135.7 billion spot would equal 324.7 billion. So that would mean the 189 billion of derivatives makes up 58.2% of total crypto volume. Derivatives dominate spot, but if you aren't like the many in the crypto space that think they can time the markets and you just hodl, these short-term dips should have no effect on you. They don't have an effect on me. I know they are coming. Thus, with red days in a bull market, I don't get scared. I see them as buying opportunities as the market is far from done. Mr. Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model and price predictor extraordinaire, was just on the MaxiPad Pump podcast discussing his model and predictions. Let's listen in.
And before I let my brothers ask a couple of questions, what do you think is the likely price for Bitcoin by the end of the year? And do you think that the bull market ends at the end of the year, or does it carry us into the beginning of 2022?
Yeah, that's the most asked question. I would be very, very surprised if Bitcoin price would be below $100,000 at the end of the year. We're now talking peaks, of course. So I know quite certain, not guaranteed, but I will have high confidence in that the on-chain indicators will signal a top And if we look at the on-chain signals right now, I would say that top is at least a couple of months, say 6 months from here. So that would be end of Q1, maybe later. So I guess we will be above 100,000, above 135,000 at the end of the year, and then we'll continue to grow, maybe towards the Stock to Flow X model targets, 288. Or even above.
He's surprised it'd be below by the end of the year. The bull continues into Q1 2022, and it will even surpass 135K, up to whatever soccer flakes are, but he said 288K. Can you say bullish?
Chasing ones and zeros, boy.
So another alt season must go on, and I have a feeling there's going to be some special altcoin airdrops before the end of the year. I recently predicted optimistic Ethereum will be the first optimistic rollup out of the two most popular, which includes the tokenless Arbitrum, to airdrop a token to users on their rollup, and I still think that is coming this year. Although I do think another rollup is going to airdrop some tokens to users. So am I talking about Arbitrum? Well, no, I don't think they need to. If we go to L2Beat, which tracks TVL of Ethereum Layer 2s, we can see Arbitrum is dominating token lists. It has 2.1 billion locked up, and it's up over 32% over the past 7 days. That is nearly 9x the size of Optimism's TVL, resulting in a market share of over 61%. So I don't think it's another optimistic rollup who will be doing the airdrop. I personally think it will be one of the zero knowledge ZK rollups doing one. Who on the ZK list could it be? DYDX already dropped, which I predicted as well. Loopring already has a token, ZK Swap too. So in my opinion, it's going to be a big future upcoming player in the L2 space, ZK Sync. So why do I think this? Well, ZK Sync has already announced a token. Back in December 2019, they posted this blog, introducing ZK Sync, the missing link to mass adoption of Ethereum. And this blog was the introduction of the ZK Sync testnet, and in it they said, Guardians comprise the majority of ZK Sync token holders, who stake their token share to nominate validators. The purpose of Guardians is to monitor peer-to-peer transaction traffic, detect censorship behavior, and ensure validators caught censoring are not nominated. Guardians are rewarded with fees from the validators denominated in the ZK Sync native token. Their earnings and stakes are locked for a prolonged period of time to incentivize the prioritization of long-term ZK Sync token value over short-term returns. So a ZK Sync native token is coming, which is confirmed on the rollups documentation. It says in the tokenomics section, will ZK Sync have a native token? Yes. And then below that the question is asked, when? How can I get the token? They say, our efforts and focus have been so far dedicated for the development of ZK Sync and its security, and they give links for their socials for updates. So why do I think they are going to do an airdrop? Well, they basically said that in the past in their documentation and tokenomics section. Using Wayback Machine and going to that specific page back in March, as we can see under the question, when, how can I get the token? They said, we intend to distribute the majority of the network government rights to our community. Please follow our news to get all the important updates. Distribute the majority of network government rights to the community. If that's not words for a community airdrop, I don't know what is. And guess what? I'm going to show the steps to possibly be eligible for this airdrop, if there is one. And I think it's highly likely the writing was kind of on the wall. But before we get into that, it's time for a sponsored segment of this video, supported by the team over at TrustSwap. And like always, the full details of our agreement can be found below. So TrustSwap is bringing crypto to the world by onboarding new blockchain users through simple applications that bridge them into the TrustSwap ecosystem, and by providing industry-leading DeFi tooling for the blockchain businesses. They're all-encompassing, blockchain agnostic, and dedicated to their community. TrustSwap has a truly astonishing amount of projects that use their tools. Over $4 billion in total value is locked through token locks and liquidity locks from over 10,000 plus projects across multiple blockchains, including Ethereum, Polygon, BSC, Algorand, and Avalanche. In addition to the smart locks, TrustSwap has made it easier than ever for projects to create their own token vesting contracts and even mint their own tokens on Ethereum, BSC, or Polygon with no coding required through their mint website, and it's free. TrustSwap recently released some exciting news with their sponsoring of champion UFC fighter Amanda Nunes, arguably the greatest female fighter in the history of the sport. She will be repping the TrustSwap branding for her title showdown at UFC 269 on December 11th, along with launching her very own fan token through TrustSwap Mint. She'll also be helping promote TrustSwap's latest acquisition, the Crypto app. The Crypto app will soon serve as a major catalyst for the TrustSwap ecosystem, as the team is currently updating and creating new integrations for the application. And the Crypto app already has over 2 million plus downloads and over 700,000 active users. It's one of blockchain's most popular applications, with more downloads than the CoinMarketCap app and the Crypto.com app. Now let's dive a bit deeper into the TrustSwap technology, because the Launchpad is offering guaranteed token allocations on every single blockchain every time someone participates. It has also eliminated gas wars and the first come first serve mentality. Anyone staking 4,000 swap gets a full 24 hours to fill out their allocation form. And the more you stake, the higher your token allocation. No lottery, no need for luck. Everyone who wants in gets into the launches. And the next Launchpad project is already on the books with Sigma Studios, an American video game and software development company based in Denver, Colorado. And they are launching a new NFT-based play-to-earn video game called NFT Champions, along with their Champ token on October 21st through the TrustSwap Launchpad. But of course, if you're American, you can't participate unless you're an accredited investor. So if you are eligible to participate in these early Launchpad token sales, all you have to do is stake swap. You don't have to sell anything or buy anything. It's tried and true, and they currently have over 42 million swaps staked. And to give back to their community, TrustSwap is currently running one of the coolest promotions I've seen in the crypto space, as they're giving away 10 brand new iPhone 13 Maxes. And this is the kind of giveaway you actually have a chance to win. Starting on October 14th, if you stake 500 or more swap tokens and hold them for 30 days, you become eligible to win one of these phones. So this is just the latest example of how the TrustSwap team is always giving back to their community. So make sure to visit their website and join their Discord to get the full details of the promotion and all the other exciting things TrustSwap has going on. Links are below. Now back to that airdrop. So there was some big news yesterday from ZK. They announced the launch of Unisync, a port of Uniswap v2 on the ZK EVM testnet. So why is this big? Well, ZK Sync in the past has had its own smart contract language called Zinc. They now have created a Solidity compiler, which allows Solidity on the rollup so dApps can port over easily. And this means general purpose computation with the scalability and security of optimistic rollups, but with instant withdrawals, all while still using the language smart contract devs are used to, Solidity. But if we go to the bottom of that blog, at the very end they say, P.S. We have some very exciting news coming soon. Stay up to date. Airdrop? Is that a hint of it? If so, then first I would test Unisync out. So let's do it. You can find the dApp in their blog, or it's down below in the description. Open it up, click Launch dApp, and the next step is to connect a wallet. Connect using MetaMask and select the wallet you would like to use, and then click Next. It will then tell you you are on the wrong network, but will automatically fill MetaMask in with the network details. Over there, just click approve and then switch network, and it will connect you to the testnet. Now, you don't have any test tokens to use, so you can click request tokens from a faucet, and to get them, you will have to have a Twitter and tweet with their pre-populated text. Just click tweet and it will automatically do it for you on Twitter, and then tweet it on Twitter and post, confirm it's there, and then go back to the Unisync interface, and it should show the token successfully claimed after a short bit. Now you have 300 test USDC in your wallet, so let's swap those bad boys. First, put in the amount you would like to swap. We will do 150 USDC. And then click the token you'd like to swap into. We are choosing that stinky link. Then you have to allow Uniswap to use your USDC. Click that and sign the transaction in MetaMask. Now we can trade. Click swap, confirm the swap, and sign the transaction in MetaMask. And boom, you made your first swap on ZK Sync, which as we can see took just 0.167 seconds, blazingly fast. So we swap, but there's more you can do to prepare yourself to be eligible, and this is live on the mainnet. At wallet.zksync.io, a link for that is down below too, you will find the ZK Sync mainnet wallet. Here you can transfer to the L2 wallet from the Ethereum L1 mainnet. Also here you have the option to mint NFTs on the ZK Sync layer 2. And look at that NFT mint price, just $1.13. And I'm doing all of it because I really do think they'll be doing an airdrop, a big one. Cheers, I'll see you next time in Portugal.